Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They got zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is...
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Little. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is back. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
That's reeled in. It's Allen. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try. And holding on to a 1st half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Palo Alto. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Oh, he just flat ran over it.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Got his man quickly. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He makes a catch. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got him downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Runs through the tackle. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Coming after him. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to... I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other... Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offense.
Time to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
A 3rd and long coming up here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.